Hey guys, Rahul here. Welcome to our channel Doctors to Be. Now, after completing edema, we shall move towards the next topic in hemodynamics, and that is shock. So let's get started. Shock. Hearing this word in general, what do you understand? In general, shock is a state of systemic hypotension, and the major causes or the major factors contributing in this systemic hypotension are decreased cardiac output or reduced effective blood circulating blood volume. Okay, reduced cardiac output or reduced effective circulating blood volume. Right, let's define shock then. Shock is a state in which diminished cardiac output or reduced effective circulating blood volume impairs tissue perfusion and causes cellular hypoxia. Right, so this is the definition of shock. Shock is a state in which diminished cardiac output or reduced effective circulating blood volume impairs tissue perfusion and leads to cellular hypoxia. Okay, so now let's come to types of shocks. So in general, there are three types of shock: cardiogenic shock, hypovolumic shock, and shock due to systemic inflammation. Okay, and two other types or less common types are neurogenic shock and anaphylactic shock. Now we shall discuss about all the types of shock in the video. So let's start. Types of shock. Okay, so the most common, first let's discuss about the common ones. Cardiogenic shock. So cardiogenic shock can be caused due to intrinsic causes or due to extrinsic compression. So intrinsic causes involve deficient emptying of the heart, and extrinsic compression includes deficient filling of the heart. Okay, ventricles, deficient filling of the ventricles of the heart. So let's discuss. So cardiogenic shock caused by reduced cardiac output, and this reduced cardiac output can be due to the extrinsic causes or intrinsic causes. Okay, so cardiogenic shock we are discussing about cardiac caused by decreased cardiac output. So can happen due to intrinsic causes or extrinsic causes. Right. So now first let's discuss about the intrinsic causes. So A, intrinsic causes. Or deficient emptying. Right. So intrinsic cause or deficient emptying may be due to myocardial infarction resulting into heart pump failure. Okay, myocardial infarction resulting in myocardial pump failure, cardiac arrhythmias or ventricular arrhythmias, and cardiomyopathies, rupture of the heart, ventricles, and papillary muscles. So let's write. This is due to MI, myocardial infarction resulting into myocardial infarction resulting to myocardial pump failure. Pump failure. Okay, the next was cardiac arrhythmias or even ventricular arrhythmias cardiomyopathies, rupture of the heart ventricles, papillary muscles, right? So now after discussing intrinsic causes, due to myocardial infarction resulting to myocardial pump failure, cardiac arrhythmias, ventricular arrhythmias, cardiomyopathies, rupture of the heart, ventricles, and papillary muscles. Now extrinsic causes. Extrinsic causes include cardiac tamponade. So what is cardiac tamponade? We shall discuss about it. So intrinsic causes, extrinsic causes, and extrinsic causes due to cardiac tamponade. So cardiac tamponade occurs when blood or fluid gets built into the or gets accumulated into the pericardial space. Okay, and this causes reduced ventricular filling. I mentioned earlier that intrinsic causes are deficient filling. The intrinsic causes are deficient emptying, this one is deficient filling. Okay, so cardiac tamponade, in cardiac tamponade what happens is there is buildup of blood or fluid into the pericardial spaces, and due to this the heart cannot function properly, and there is reduced ventricular filling. Okay, so let's write that. So what is cardiac tamponade? BUILD, buildup of blood or fluid in pericardial space. Decreasing ventricular filling. Okay. So this may cause decreased cardiac output and finally leading to cardiogenic shock. And other cause may be obstruction due to the outflow of the blood. There may be obstruction in the outflow of the blood. So obstruction in the outflow. Okay, and this all we are discussing about the causes of cardiogenic shock, that is decreased cardiac output, how cardiac output gets decreased. So the third one is obstruction in the outflow of the blood, and obstruction in the outflow of the blood can be due to thrombosis or dissecting aortic aneurysms or ball valve thrombosis, that is the ball shaped thrombosis in the valves. So let's write thrombosis, aortic aneurysms, tension pneumothorax, these may be the causes of obstruction in the outflow of the blood. Okay, so cardiac tamponade is the buildup of blood or fluid in the pericardial space which decreases the ventricular filling. So this much in the cardiogenic shock. Now we shall discuss about the second type, that is hypovolemic shock. So see you in the next video.